After that last module, you're probably pretty excited to get going with Microsoft Whiteboard and start taking advantage of all the features, and we're going to do that throughout the entire course. But before we can even begin working with Microsoft Whiteboard, we actually need to get Microsoft Whiteboard. And there are different ways that we can work with and use Microsoft Whiteboard. For example, if I go into a web browser, I can log in to my Microsoft 365 account. In my case, when I log into my Microsoft 365 account, I'm going to log in with a user called Bruce Wayne. So Bruce is logged in through this browser. Now, just in the background, so you know, I'm logged into my computer with my account, my Frank account. So I'm on my computer as Frank, and I've logged into the web browser as Bruce. When I go in, you'll see that I'm in my Microsoft 365 account. If I hit the waffle icon, you can see that I have Microsoft Whiteboard showing up as one of my apps. Now for this course, I'm assuming you're using either an educational account or a business account for Microsoft 365, and you'll have all the same features. Now here, if I don't see Microsoft Whiteboard, if I click on Explore all of your apps, you should see it appear in there. So when I click on Microsoft Whiteboard, I've already opened up the tab. I will now see all of the Microsoft Whiteboards associated with the Bruce Wayne account. And I could go in here, I could open up an existing whiteboard. This is one that has nothing on it. And don't worry about some of the things that you may be seeing. We'll be exploring all of these. If I go in here, I now have the Microsoft Whiteboard, and I can now go in and I can now start working with the Microsoft Whiteboard. If I have a stylus and a touch screen, I can work with that as well. And I'm going to talk about that again in an upcoming lesson. The point here is that I'm using a web interface to get to the Microsoft Whiteboard, and I'm able to work and share and do all sorts of things with the Microsoft Whiteboard. But there are some limitations to the web interface whiteboard, as well as the one that we get with Microsoft Teams. The one that I'm going to be predominantly using in this course is going to be the one that we download from the Microsoft Store. So if you're on a Windows computer, you can go into the Microsoft Store, you can go and search for Microsoft Whiteboard, and you'll have a button here that says Get. If it's already installed, you'll have a button that says Open. Now when you open up the whiteboard on the computer, it will automatically connect to the whiteboard of the user logged into the computer. Now, most of the time, if you're logged into your computer as Bob and you open up your web browser, you'll log into resources as Bob. You'll keep one account throughout. But I wanted to show you that it is important to note that whatever account you're logged into the computer with will be associated with the Microsoft Whiteboards of that user. And if you are, say, using a company computer and you're logged in with a generic user, when you log in using your Microsoft 365 account, you will actually get access to the whiteboards you've created under that account. That can be very handy, especially if you're a mobile trainer or a teacher that moves from classroom to classroom and you might be using a generic computer. Here again, I can go in, I can have a new whiteboard here, and even though it looks exactly the same, it actually is a little bit more feature rich. It has more to it than the whiteboard that I might have through a web interface. I won't show you the Teams whiteboard, I'll show you that in a later module. But for now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go onto your computer, log in, and then go to the Microsoft Store, search up Microsoft Whiteboard, download, and let it install on your computer so that you can follow along with all of the other lessons, like the one we have next.